live, half will not. Meanwhile, on table one, our main show table, Fuldez trailing Luong 5-3. And we'll pick up this action and see how these men are playing. Right now, it is Luong in control.
You know, I've watched this young man, Jerry, practice. Out in the practice area.
Right.
And he's really a really good player. He's very young, as you can see, but he's got a good stroke.
Here's the ladder on this side of the room. Jeff DeLuna has made it through with his victory over Lee Kung Fang. And now it's all between Fuldez and Luong. We'll see who will face him tomorrow. Vilmos Fuldez from Hungary. He's only 21 years old. He's a former world junior champion. He got here by defeating Nicholas 8-1, Toe 8-7. Lost to Shaw. He then defeated Ernesto Dominguez of Mexico, and that was an impressive defeat because Dominguez has been playing very well. Meanwhile, our Vietnamese friend here defeated Ronnie Alcano 8-7, Martins 8-5, and he got in the last round
leading by 6 racks
by defeating Nguyen 10-7. The game in Vietnam is really picking up speed. Their team in the World Cup surprised a lot of people.
Yeah, they had a great tournament down at the World Cup. They had a few hill matches, so you can see that they can stand the pressure when it comes to the test.
Now he's having a chat with a friend in the audience, probably complaining about this dry break.
Yeah, it's not often we see that in this tournament, Jerry, a dry break.
Not often on this table. That wing ball almost seems to be automatically going into the corner.
Fuldez looking for a safety here. It's not very good.
As young as Fuldez is, he's surprised a lot of people with his play.
Yeah, I'm sure he got to the last 16 of this competition last year.
Yes, he did.
With some great results on the way. And he's really come on in the last year.
Right. Well, he's had a good result here, a fairly good result.
Yeah, he was pretty fortunate there to get the double kick and kick that one ball safe here.
Luong can see the edge of it, and he's still got some blockers out there on the table. If he can find a ball to hide behind, he'll be fine.
I think what I try here, Jerry, is I try and cut the one ball straight up in a straight line up towards the 2 and 4.
Right.
Take the one off the white off the side rail and back over towards the 6 and try and put it in behind the 6 and 5.
If he's got enough ball to do that, that would be a very good choice. Well, he may have been playing a two-way shot there, and he's gotten that result, certainly.
Yeah, he's hooked him on that one ball there, as we can see from that camera angle. Fuldez now with a tough shot.
Yeah.
It's not tough to hit the ball, it's tough not leaving it up. Good solid hit on the one there. As I said earlier, he's left a long straight one for him.
Yeah, unfortunate with the result there for him. As you said in the last match we were watching, though, when you're behind, the balls just don't want to behave for you. They want to spank you.
That's true, yeah. It's a funny game at times, 9-ball. It's a beautiful draw shot there from Luong.
You must have an extremely good sense of humor to think that it's it's a funny game. I tell you.
Yeah, you've got to enjoy it. It's not all about the tension and all the hard shots. You've got to be out there enjoying the match.
To me, it looks like the kind of pastime that can make you bitter. A lot of spin on the cue ball.
That's where you see this spotted cue ball react so well, as we talked about earlier, where you see the dots. If there was no dots in that, you'd be wondering how the white got to that from that angle. But when you see the dots spinning around like that, you know that he puts a lot of side spin on it.
Well, he had intended to be on the other side of this side pocket so that he could have played the 3 into the other side. Now he's blocked from the easiest pocket, and I think he's going to be looking for a place to hide.
Yeah, sure. He's not got a shot in this one at all. It's a tough safety. It's not
Yes,
getting
it
anything
is.
easy.
Well, surely he's not taking on the cut into the left. No. Trying to hide behind the 8 ball. That's a great shot.
That's a beautiful shot.
No wonder he's leading in this match if he's got that in his bag.
They knew exactly that that 3 was hitting the 6, and they controlled the speed of both the cue ball and the 3 to leave a tough snooker.
Good hit by Folders. He needs a roll. Well, could be worse.
Yeah, could have left him full view of that white, but it's hampered slightly from the 4. A tough shot here from Long. I can't see him attempting this one, Jerry. There's no value in it. It's a tough pocket, and if he misses it, he'll leave the game up. To me, it's a safety. Bank the 3 ball back up towards the 4. And let Folders make the mistake.
I'm not sure I understand his pace.
No, I don't know what he was trying to do there. But he's left Folders up. Folders needs to capitalise on this now. Only problem ball we see on the table here, Jerry, is that black 8.
Well, he has opened the door for Folders now. It's up to Folders to walk through, and that's not how you get there.
There's those tight pockets coming into play again. Here we see again. Catches the bottom knuckle.
Well, he also jumped up on that shot. He did not stay down. His hand was moving at the end of it.
He's giving the table back to Long again. And that's not what you want to do when you're 6-3 down.
No, you've got to take advantage of every opportunity, and Folders just, well, he's cold when he comes to the table. He's not spending enough time on the table.
No. It's a nice shot there.
Well, we'll see how he develops the 8 ball. If he can get where the 7 ball is, he should be able to maneuver into position for an easy bank back into the side pocket.
If he can get the white ball to the centre of the table, that's perfect. He can play the 6 off a 9, and it'll free the 8 and the 9, and he can play position on the 7. That's the shot I would try.
Really, I'm not sure I'd want to move that 9 ball.
No, I would. If he plays the 6 off the side of the 9 into the centre pocket, the 9 will kick into the 8 and kick it towards the bottom left-hand side.
But then don't you risk the 9 ball resting on the rail?
No.
No?
The 9 won't rest on the line. Trust me.
You have a lot of faith.
Yeah, from English 8 ball, this is the sort of shot you would take on here. He just needs to play position on the 7. Oh, he's come from 7-9 combination, Jerry. I don't like this.
I don't like that at all. Not with 3 balls left on the table to take on a combination that's not dead on. And with that much distance between the 2 balls, you're asking for trouble.
And he's not even got a clear view of it. It's like a blind shot.
Yeah, this, well, it'll either work or it won't. But he doesn't want to give opportunities up, and it worked for him.
Yeah.
Can't complain about his choice when it works. This young man showing a lot of talent, leading his match now over. Welcome back to ESPN's continuing coverage of the World Pool Championship. It's the 2006 edition. We're in the Republic of the Philippines in Manila. And we're having a grand time watching the best players in the world take one another on. This man may not be having such a good time. He is in a deep, deep hole. And the first thing he has to do is stop digging. He has been making errors, cueing errors. He has jawed balls right in the pockets. It's almost like he's not quite here today. It's a very uncharacteristic play of Vilmos. I've been watching him play for 3 or 4 years now, ever since he was a very young man. And that's not what you normally see when this man's at the table.
No, you're quite right there, Jerry. I mean, Folders is normally more consistent than this. Very uncharacteristic of him.
Well, one of his hallmarks is that he's always been an amazing shot maker.
Yeah.
And he's not going near the center of the pocket.
No, he seemed to have Luong seems to have shaken him. It's got him rattled, I think. Wow, where's that 9 going?
Doesn't he wish he'd struck that a little bit harder?
Yeah.
I don't know if the carom's on off that 4. If it is, this is going to be a very short game.
That's what I was just looking at, Jerry. Can he slide off that 4? I'm not so sure.
It's close.
I'd just go for the run out here.
Well, the only thing I don't like about the run out is the position of the 5. But that doesn't seem to be bothering you fellas this week, running the balls up the long end of the rail.
The way I see it, Jerry, is you take on one hard shot and the rest are all just sitting there like ducks.
Right.
Just waiting to be taken out.
Well, we'll see what he likes. Folders doesn't like it at all.
I suppose it depends how confident you are. I'm playing with a lot of confidence, so I wouldn't mind shooting that up the rail. Let's see what Luong decides on this shot.
He's going to have to move that 9 ball to put the 4 in. He's going to have to go into the rail, then off the 9, it appears. No, he doesn't.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Just a bit too much here on the white. That was a wonderful shot there he tried there, Jerry. Well, that spin.
Half of it was.
Yeah. Just a bit too much pace on it. Look at the way it arcs back off the bottom rail. And then spins onto the side of the 5, leaving him no shot.
Yeah, marvelous little trick shot that did not pan out. Wonder if he can slide off the side of that ball and go up 2 rails and come back and strike the 9. Now that would be a wonderful trick shot.
I was actually looking at that shot myself. But no, it's crazy to attempt something like that at this stage in the frame. A good safety here could win him this rack. Has he got the pace? Just short of pace.
Wow.
Oh, has he got it?
If he does.
No, he's
Nope.
just short of pace here. Another 2 inches there, Jerry. He would have hooked Vilmos right behind that 6 ball. Now Vilmos needs to put a good shot here, put the pressure back on Luong somehow.
I'm a little surprised the way the wheels have fallen off of Folder's wagon, that he hasn't decided at some point along the line here to take a break, walk off the set, get a long drink of water and collect himself. Sometimes you can make things turn around just by leaving the scene and coming back.
Yeah, funny you should say that. That's the sort of thing I done in my match when I got back to 5-all. But these 2 are young lads. They might not have that experience in them to be able to do that. I think they should take a 5-minute break, compose himself, and come back into the arena.
I agree, especially when your opponent is hot. You
Yeah.
want to give him a little time to cool off.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Maybe buy him a drink.
Play the old friendly attack.
Yeah.
Get him on your side.
How about a little gin and tonic on me?
Yeah, that works a treat. Has he gone for that bank shot there?
I think he was also trying to tuck behind the 6, so.
I don't like that shot there.
Yeah.
It was all or nothing, really. And it looks like he's handed it on a plate. One long shot here. Nicely cued. Just a little bit short in pace, yeah, you can see him there.
Most would have been extremely happy with that shot. Luong shook his head as if, well, that's not what I wanted, but I'm sure he can make it work.
Yeah, he's got a thin cut on the 6 ball here. If he can stroke this in, the whites come back up table for the 7. So he just needs to make sure it is 6.
Needs some pace. Well, he can always, well, I think he can play it down in the corner. I believe it passes that 8 ball. He would have liked to certainly have played it in the side, as you suggest, Pat.
Yeah, just getting a little bit too much to that white there. This looks pretty tight on these tables. They need to be accurate. Oh, it's nicely played. Very nice.
And he played it with the right speed that he could touch a little bit of that rail before going in without jawing. Had he struck that real hard, he would have been in trouble. But this man has figured this table out, and
yeah,
he's about to go to 8.
He's playing with a lot of confidence here. And as we've seen with other players, when you've got a lead like 8-3, your arm is going to be loose, Jerry.
Oh, yes. You have a little room for error, and when you do, the errors don't seem to come. Well, it's time for Fuldez to pull out all the stops now.
Yeah, really need to do something quick now. Needs to put Long on the back foot, because at the moment he's just running away with the match here.
Here's some tables around the room. As you can see, Suke getting ready to take on Yang. That'll be a barn burner. Liu and Ru tied at 4. Tyler Eady, who's having a great week here. He's leading 8-6 over Ricky Yang. Eady took out Dorsten Homan, another former world champion. Took him out comfortably.
Here we see the break off from Luong. Pockets a wing ball, but unfortunately he doesn't get the rolls going from this time, Jerry. He's hooked behind the 3.
Well, he has some push options. He can push out to where there's only an edge of that ball visible.
Yeah, that's his shot. I think what we'll see him do here is he'll knock this 2 ball, which is near the pocket. He'll knock it safe down to the bottom rail and leave him a thin cut on the night on the 1. And give Fuldez the option to play or not.
Do you put the 2 on the rail, or do you bank it slightly back up in that 9-5-6 area to try and make it a little bit uglier there?
Oh, he's elected not to play that shot. He wants to keep the game wide open.
Well, I'm surprised he didn't get the ball. He did not leave it on the rail like you would think he would have wanted to. And I'm surprised he didn't take the opportunity to make the table a little bit uglier.
Down anywhere,
yeah.
Please?
Especially when he's got the big lead. He wants to hamper things, make it awkward for him.
Yeah.
But now he's gifted him an easy. Well, he can bank the 1 back down table and hook him behind the 3 ball.
That's the obvious choice.
Yeah, he's really put himself in trouble there, Luong.
Well, we're going to see the short stick now.
See what this young man's like with a jump stick.
He's
got the added advantage, Jerry, where he can get extra height on the cue stick because he's next to the rail.
Look how thick the shaft is on that jump cue. It looks like a 14 or so. Well, that gives you the stiffness I guess you need, but it adds weight as well.
Oh, wow. Woo!
Well, I doubt you'll see Fuldez play safe to any more jump shots.
Do you think he anticipated that, Snooker?
I don't know, but he obviously tried to make this ball and did. You've got to hand it to him.
Oh, he's pulling all the stops out now.
Could the 9 ball be rolling here?
No, he'll nowhere near the 9. He'll be coming round the angles here for the 3. There it is, beautiful.
Yeah, and he's got a wonderful angle now just to work back straight back across the table with a 4.
I think it's good shape in this 4, Jerry. I can't see him messing up from here. This is a crucial shot here, this 3 ball. Gets over to the rail.
Well, there's your straight in. For once, straight in doesn't hurt him.
Just want to come down 3-4 inches for the 5 into the opposite center pocket.
You saw him put his finger on the rail exactly where he wants this cue ball to wind up after this shot, so you'll get a chance to see how close he comes to that. Not bad.
Yeah, it's a nice shot. Could have been doing with maybe another 2 inches or 3 inches. He's just slightly on the wrong side of that 5. I think we'll see him play this with force and come round off the 3 cushions for the 6 into the same pocket. That's nicely played.
Very nicely played.
He's got good cueing now. The white's away from the rail. Just needs to make sure of this 6, because the white will be going up automatically for the black 8.
Well,
he's just gone a little bit too far there. But I shouldn't see any problems now.
the winner of this match will be facing De Luna tomorrow.
Another young hot shot on the scene. De Luna, only 22-year-old.
Yeah, plays great. Watch out here.
He just got into that too much.
He's putting his Q-tip down on the table where he wanted to be, where he thought he was going to be. Now he's requesting the rest.
Now we'll see how good he is with the rest.
Yeah, see if there's any snooker back. No.
Yeah, he's holding that well.
He's got an angle there that you don't normally see with that elbow. But it works. And with that work, he is on the hill. Only one more rack for him to progress to the Sweet 16.
Like this.
One table, one title, one place. Watch the world's best in head-to-head action as 128 players from around the globe compete for the coveted title of being the 9-ball world champion. You can catch the excitement of the 2006 World Pool Championship live this November 4th to 12th at the Philippine International Convention Center in Manila, Philippines. For tickets and the latest information, visit Asian9balltour.com.
We are back again to Manila, the World Pool Championship. And Vilmos Foldez, I'm afraid, is too far away from the mark to have any kind of realistic opportunity. He needs to win 7 before his opponent can win 1. And what an ugly table he has broken into here.
Yeah. He didn't get anything off that break there. It looks dejected. As he goes and sits back in that lonely seat there in the corner by himself.
Yeah, we're watching the death of a dream. It's never pretty. You hate to see these fellas trip in. They're all such fine cueists, great representatives of the sport. But only one can progress, and it appears that it will be this man.
It's a beautiful shot.
Wow.
He's playing some great stuff here, Jerry. You can't take nothing away from Luong.
Great touch. And I hate the pun, but when he came into this competition, he was considered a long shot.
Oh yeah, a bit like me. 500 to 1 long shot.
Oh, were those your odds?
Yeah.
I wish I'd had a bet on you. Well,
Awkward cue in there, but he's got away with it.
yes, he has.
Folders will put him in a tight snooker, bank one off the bottom rail. and up to the 2 ball. That's the shot.
Well,
I think you'll need a map and a compass for this one.
yeah.
As he shakes his head.
What do you do from here?
Rather him than me.
Yes. I tell you, you can't even go 4 rails and hit this because of the 6 and the 9 ball and the 3 ball. I mean, just everything is conspiring against the hit on this shot.
The trouble is, Jerry, here, I think looking at the situation where the balls are, Folders might be going for the three foul rule.
Yeah, he might be. What?
Can he do that?
Or he can. He just is announcing a foul. He has to touch. There we go.
Foul?
Hey, you know, I wish he'd gone for his jump cue just to play with the crowd a little bit.
Do you know how you win the match quickly from here, Jerry?
No, tell me.
You play the 6 ball straight up to where the 1 is and foul yourself, but the 1 ball's covered by every ball. So then he's got to get ball in hand and he's got to foul himself.
Yeah, and at that point, what he's got to do is smash those balls apart so you can't do it again.
That's something a lot of the amateur players, well, even some experienced players wouldn't even know.
That's a dirty little move, you know.
It was an American that told me that
I'm
move.
surprised that a nice young man such as yourself would come up with that.
I was told it from an American colleague of mine. There we go. Folders must have been speaking to the same gentleman.
Foul shot. Ball in hand.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how Long handles this.
The only problem is he's left a gap in the rail.
Has he?
Yes.
I don't think so. Now the move for Long is to just break these balls apart, just smash them up, because otherwise he's going to 3 foul. And if he 3 fouls, he will lose. Because Jordan puts him in the position of getting 3 fouls.
Yeah, Luong realised what was happening here.
Ball
Yeah,
in hand.
smart move.
Yeah.
Second foul.
Now he is on 2 fouls, so if Folders can find a way to keep him from hitting this 1 ball one more time, Folders will win by utilization of the 3 foul rule.
He's actually been very clever there, Luong, and he's cleared the big path away so that if he does get hooked on that, Folders is at it again. Oh, he's nailed it.
He's done
nailed
it. Okay, okay, you know how you get out of this? I've seen people get out of this. What you do is you put the cue ball down here by the corner pocket and you jump into the 1 ball.
Yeah.
As long as you strike that 1 ball first, you've got a clean shot.
He's gone for his jump stick.
That's what you got to do. Now the referee is going to have to really be sharp here. He has got to jump into this 1 ball.
And Michaela scratches her head. She doesn't want to be refereeing this
She
shot.
better be watching.
Folders can't believe it either. He's in his feet watching this.
Let's see if we can see it. This is going to be tough to watch. Boy, I wouldn't want to be refereeing this match.
I'll let you call this one, Jerry.
Now I'm going to let the slow motion camera call this one. He has to hit the 1 ball first. He's done it. He's done it.
And he's delighted with himself, and rightly so.
Oh boy, it's a trick shot show in Manila. I love it. I tell you, all the years I've been calling games, I have never seen this on TV. That was great. What a crowd-pleasing exchange that was.
I can't believe these young men actually knew that trick.
I know, people are going to be talking about this one for a while.
And you've seen all aspects of it there, where both of the players knew exactly what to do in the situation.
Yeah.
See Folders here. It looks to be back in stroke now.
Well, I'm afraid it's too little too late.
Yeah, it's an uphill task. As he draws that 7. for the long 8. Could have given it a bit more, get closer to it. Shouldn't find any problems here.
Now this is more the Fuldez that I'm used to, playing at the pace that I see him normally play at. You know, he tends to march around the table and just hammer balls into pockets, but too long in coming, I'm afraid. He gets his 4th mark on the board, but it's a race to 10, and his opponent is sitting at 9.
He's important. He's shaking his head there. He can't go over that last frame there.
That was fun.
He's enjoying that, Jerry.
Well,
he's enjoying it out there.
He should. Glad that in the pressure of the arena, he had the mind to think of that jump.
Now, he's got an opportunity now.
Rack 14,
With him breaking.
Luong to break, leading by 9 racks to 4.
If you want to close the match out as early as possible, Jerry.
Absolutely. Well, 3 balls down. Now, does he have a shot on the 1? He does.
Yeah.
Still, he may have to settle for a 3-9 combination, because there's not a clean pocket on the 3's end of the table to play into.
I think that's what he's looking at, Jerry. He's just lining up where he wants to put that cue ball to play the 3-9 carom.
Or you know he would prefer to feed between the window there of the 3-6 and play the 3 up table. But the way he's shooting, I think he's going to make it.
Yeah. He's not put many shots wrong so far.
Certainly hasn't.
And this would just be the icing on the cake for him in this match. Here we see him using his cue stick to see where exactly what he wants to hit that 3 ball.
I always worry when players do that, because if they leave a mark on the table, the referee can give ball in hand to the opponent.
Did you know it's also a foul, Jerry, if he leaves his cue on the table?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Because it's using it as a measuring device, although they're thinking about taking that rule out because it's often miscalled and misused.
Yeah.
He has missed that 9 ball. Fuldez now with another opportunity. That's why you don't want to be playing combination shots.
He's been pretty fortunate here, where the 3 is rolled up safe to the top rail. Now Fuldez is the one back under pressure. He needs to play a good safety here, especially with his opponent being on the hill.
Yep.
I think he can only see one side of that red 3, so he's not got much options. That looks like a great shot there, Jerry.
I don't know, there may be an alley there. No, from his body English, I would say there is not. No. He'll be coming off 2 rails behind that 3, trying to drive the 3 up between the 5 and the 7 to come up table and leave the cue ball down there where the 3 is now. At least that's what an old man would do. What would a young man do, Pat?
You should ask one of them. Yeah, I would come 2 rails here and kick the 3 back up table. Hope to keep that cue ball close to the rail after making contact. It's a nice hit. He's not left anything, so we'll be pleased with that.
Yeah, we're going to have a bit of a safety war here. Someone at some point will make a mistake, and the other will take advantage. I expect that cue ball to wind up behind the 6-9. Like that.
Yep. Nice weight on the cue ball there, Jerry. Just nestled in right behind that 9. Here we see it again.
Yeah. Very good pace.
I wouldn't actually be going off the bottom cushion here.
No, what
I'd
would you
actually
do?
go the side rail where he's aiming,
Why?
where he's playing from. Because if he catches the 3 at the bottom side, the 3 goes up the top and the white comes back down the bottom. The way he's playing now, he's sure to leave it on.
Well, he has left it on. Not the easiest shot in the world.
I think we'll see Vilmos take a shot on here.
Oh, he's got to. Yeah, he's got to get aggressive here. You don't duck your way into championships.
Oh, he's missed that. He's missed that. I think he hit the second diamond up there, Jerry. That was way off.
Not at all the type of game that we're used to seeing that man play. But perhaps it's time to leave the stage.
Here Luong with a clear opportunity now to close out the match. Screws up for the 5 ball in the top pocket. Just needs to make sure where he's going for a 6. It looks pretty tight.
It does. He's got to come down. I would say at least a diamond below the side pocket and get back to the side of the table from which he is now shooting to have a shot at that 6.
I think he wants to put it on the head spot. That would be a bit perfect.
Well, if it lands on the head spot, I'm out of here. That's just too good for me.
Too much spin. He's got a shot in it anyway, Jerry.
Should be done.
I like to float these balls, the white off 2 rails here for the 7 into the centre pocket. Oh, he's used the 9.
And he's wound up on the 50-yard line.
Yeah.
Vilmos Foldez waiting for this man to finish him off.
The only fortunate thing there is, Jerry, although he is on the 50-yard line, he has managed to kick that 9 towards the bottom pocket. So he doesn't really need to do much with the white.
He's just got to make it because the cue ball is going to be coming off in the line of position. He's made it.
He's sent that white round 3 angles. Now we have this 9 ball here to take the match.
Foldez will fold his tent. And meanwhile, Luong Dung continues through to the round of 16. Job well done from the man from Vietnam. A 10-4 winner here.